time of 52.92, a new high school national record. Back to back to back to back state champions. NET Sports, Nebraska's home for championship sports, is live from Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska for the 2020 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships. We continue this morning in Class C1 as it's a battle between number 1 versus number 3. The North Bend Tigers taking on the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. And good morning, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with former All-Stater Trudy Nolan. Andy Kendi, who was not an All-Stater, will be joining us in just a bit. But Trudy, we begin this morning with North Bend, Lincoln Christian. It's the second year in a row down here for Lincoln Christian. They've been a regular here 5 of the last 6 years against the North Bend team. It's been a couple of shakes since they've been here. It's been 19 years.
Yeah. So they're led, the North Bend is led by 3 Emmanuel sisters. One of them is Sydney, who scores and handles the ball and runs the floor, and the team really. North Bend has only had 2 losses this year, and both of them are to Oakland Craig, who also made the state semifinals here in Class C1 as well. For Lincoln Christian, well, we know that they like to shoot the threes. They always have. In fact, yesterday they made 8 threes in their game. Olivia Hollenbeck has been their leader this year, and the last 2 days, she was 10 for 13 from the field and had 10 rebounds on Thursday. Yesterday, she had 22 points and 13 rebounds. She is looking to get her second state championship at Lincoln Christian.
Should be a good one in Class C1. North Bend, Lincoln Christian, state title on the line in C1 when we return here at PBA.
After concussion, returning to the classroom is a priority of the NSAA. All brains return to learn. Not all brains return to play.
After recognizing that an athlete has suffered a concussion, it is important to monitor the symptoms in the classroom before allowing the athlete to return to extracurricular activities.
The NSAA requires coaches in all sports to take a concussion course once every 3 years.
More information is available on our website, nsaahome.org. Student athletes are students first, athletes second.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Welcome back to Lincoln, Nebraska. It's Championship Saturday. It's time for the Class C1 state title game. Lincoln Christian taking on North Bend Central. Hello again, everybody. I'm Andy Kendi. I'll be giving you the stories from the sidelines. Both teams come in looking for their 3rd state title. Lincoln Christian last won it in 2017. North Bend's last championship was in 2001. Time for pregame festivities, and for that, let's send it cross court to Mr. Rich Broderson.
On behalf of the Nebraska School Activities Association and its member schools, welcome to the 2020 NSAA Girls State Basketball Championships. The NSAA is proud to recognize its premier corporate partners: U.S. Bank, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association, Nebraska Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, and CHI Health St. Elizabeth. Good morning and welcome to Pinnacle Bank Arena for today's Class C1 Girls Championship game between the number 3 seed with a 26-2 record, the North Bend Central Tigers, and the number 1 seed with a 23-3 record, the Lincoln Christian Crusaders. Now let's meet the teams. First, the non-starters for North Bend Central. Number 3, Julia Knapp. Number 4, Kayla Lawrence. Number 11, Kendall Boyce. Number 12, Hannah Williams. Number 14, Allie Poyar. Number 20, Aaliyah Borick. Number 21, Madison Bishop. Number 23, Caitlin Emmanuel. And number 34, Madeline Gahan. And now the non-starters for Lincoln Christian. Number 3, Brielle Power. Number 10, Ashlyn Ailes. Number 11, Hallie Heischer. Number 12, Brenna Penrod. Number 25, Anna Wegner. Number 31, Addie Ehlers. Number 32, Jenna Wilfong. Number 35, Faith McCullough. And number 40, Haley DeWitt. And now here's the starting lineup for the Tigers of North Bend Central High School. A 5'8" senior, number 15, Abby Post. A 5'10" junior, number 24, Sierra Cluthy. A 5'6" sophomore, number 30, Sydney Emmanuel. A 5'8" senior, number 32, Megan Ortmeyer. And a 6'1" senior, number 40, Lauren Emmanuel. The assistant coaches for the Tigers are Kyle Meyer and Fred Ladahoff, and the head coach for North Bend Central, Aaron Stirrup. And now, here's the starting lineup for the Crusaders of Lincoln Christian High School. A 5'8" senior, number 2, Barrett Power. A 5'8" junior, number 5, McKaylee Ailes. A 5'6" senior, number 15, Allie Corti. A 6' senior, number 22, Alexis Johnson. And a 6'4" senior, number 42, Olivia Hollenbeck. The assistant coaches for the Crusaders are Joelle Anderson, Jacob Burka, and Jason Bingham. And the head coach for Lincoln Christian, Nick Orduna. The officials for today's Class C1 championship game are Andrew Fitzke, Ty Starks, and Eric Whitemore. The bench official is Mr. Colton Albrecht. Ladies and gentlemen, let's play basketball.
All right, here we go in Class C1. It's Lincoln Christian and North Bend. Let's take a look at these two teams. Lincoln Christian in the corner of 84th and Old Cheney. A lot of construction going on at the school as it continues to grow and get larger. North Bend Central, just about a 55-minute drive from here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, just west of Fremont. Here's a look at the manner in which they got here. It was a win over West Point, Beamer, and Adams Central for North Bend Central, and then also for Lincoln Christian, Malcolm and St. Paul. Head coach of the North Bend Central Tigers is Aaron Stirrup. He's in his 18th year. Record of 317 and 101. And again, Stirrup has been there for 18 seasons, 26-2 this year for the Tigers. Class C1 title on the line. Lincoln Christian has been in these finals in this championship game for the 4th time in 5 years. North Bend Central again hasn't been here since 2001. Christian came into the season ranked number 1 in both newspaper polls in the state, Omaha World Herald, Lincoln Journal Star. They've lived up to that billing, finishing at 23-3. We saw nearly brought back by Alexis Johnson, but back foot was on the end line, so it'll remain with the Tigers. A great season for North Bend as well. Their only 2 losses are to Oakland Craig. Oakland Craig, another finalist here. There's Hollenbeck picking up the early foul. That'll put Sierra Cluthy at the line, the junior forward who averages 7 a game. Cluthy at the line. Cluthy usually guards the other team's better offensive player. She's one of the better defenders on this Tigers squad. Terrific athlete, runs the floor really well, according to head coach Aaron Sterup. Sterup has always been at North Bend. His wife is the volleyball coach there, part of that community in North Bend. Tied up, and it will go with the Crusaders. Now, Amy, his wife, is the volleyball coach at North Bend. Lauren, a daughter, Drew, a son. And his entire career at North Bend, went to college at UNK. Crusaders' first offensive opportunity here. Barrett Power really runs the show. Nice feed down low to Hollenbeck, and that'll be the key to the Crusaders' success here this morning.
Yeah, really well, and she's both inside and outside player as well. So we'll see her shooting from the outside, the threes, but also down on low on the inside.
You can wrap it up in a couple of words. The key for North Bend might be O. Emmanuel, and for Lincoln Christian Crusaders, it's probably the Hollenbeck girl, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So North Bend stays in there man-to-man.
Hollenbeck again saves it back. Nice grab by Ailes.
Lauren Emmanuel has a big job here of trying to keep the ball out of Olivia Hollenbeck's hands.
And she'll pick up the foul. Emmanuel with her first. Lauren Emmanuel, the 6'1" senior center. There are 3 Emmanuel sisters. A freshman, sophomore, and senior all see significant time on the floor for the tie. At some points, we'll see all 3 on the floor at the same time.
We will. At some point, they will all 3 sisters be on the floor playing together.
I wonder if they've always played well together.
And now you see Lincoln Christian is in a 1-3-1 zone.
Good strong putback by Cluthy, not down. They try it again, and Cluthy pulls the rebound away. Nice skip pass to Ortmeyer, who moves the ball. Lauren Emmanuel back up top, and they'll reset with Sydney Emmanuel. Cluthy looks inside, nice drive. And that's going to be the second early on Hollenbeck, and she immediately starts walking. 2 fouls early on Olivia Hollenbeck, and the Crusaders cannot afford to have their senior, who averages 15 a game, in foul trouble.
Yeah, that'll make a little difference, especially offensively from the Lincoln Christian. She will have to sit because she does have 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes here of the game.
So that'll bring in Faith McCullough to patrol the middle. Good size in Faith McCullough, though, 6'3", just a sophomore. Knocks down 2 free throws, and it's 2-2. Only points for North Bend coming from the line. Taken away, swiped away by Sierra Cluthy. She'll take it herself. Rebound Emmanuel, and she'll walk.
You know, one thing we talk about, teams that come down, they have 3 games in a row. It can be very wearing. North Bend Central will rotate a lot of girls in, and you see Sierra Cluthy there with a great steal on defense, and they're able to stay fresh because they will bring 3 girls in at a time to rotate around for North Bend Central.
Cordy off to Power. Power will dribble in, slices through, shot is off, and the rebound pulled out by Sydney Emmanuel. Sydney goes in strong and draws the foul. That's the first field goal of the game for North Bend after being 0 for 6 prior to that. Sydney Emmanuel gets it to go, and a 3-point opportunity.
Here's a look at Sydney's drive into the basket and a take up strong on that bucket. You know, when you talk about their field goals, yesterday they only made 1 field goal in the second half. Otherwise, it was all free throws, which they've struggled a little bit here to start the game.
Cordy closely guarded and forced the turnover. Emmanuel with it again. Once again, it's Sydney. Taken right back by Cordy.
this is where we have all three Emmanuel sisters on the floor right now. Here's Lauren. This is Sydney. And there was Caitlin down there on the rebound right there as well.
You were hoping she'd get the rebound to set it up for you, right?
I was. They were playing it very well.
3 on the way here from Ailes, and Ailes is off, tipped back in. Not before it hits the end line. So here's the freshman Caitlin Emmanuel now with it. Off to sister Sydney and over to sister Lauren. See, they did it for me.
They did.
Yeah. 3-point is on the way. Got it. Long 3 knocked down by Hannah Williams, the junior guard. And NBC on top by 5. Good take in the foul. Good take by Cordy. And a 7-0 run by the Tigers of North Bend Central. They're on top here. 3:50 to go in this first. 7-2.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given back over $250,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. And this is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with unleaded 88. Emma knows unleaded 88 reduces emissions from her vehicle. Nate knows unleaded 88 is approved for his engine and provides high-octane performance. They may think about fuel in different ways, but the fuel of choice for both Emma and Nate is unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
North Bend Central leads early on in the C1 title game here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. You know, most teams have a good luck charm that they bring with them to state. Well, North Bend has a good luck poster. You see, at a team dinner early on in the season, they have a foreign exchange student at NBC named Emmy who plays on the JV team, and she's from Thailand. She wrote out every girl's name in her native language, along with the word family, and it goes with the Tigers everywhere they go. They hang it in the locker room. It's inside the locker room here at PBA. Abby Post, a senior forward, she is the keeper of the poster, and it's hanging up inside here in the locker room at Pinnacle Bank Arena.
Andy, I heard the North Bend student section chanting your name, Andy, Andy.
I can only try to live up to the legacy that was established by John Schutz, who's a well-known North Bend resident.
That's right. I was just wondering why you were holding the Andy sign up. But that's right, John Schutz, and he's not the most famous North Bend grad, right? That would be Marge Hilgenberg. Is that right? Yeah. I mean, John Schutz isn't the most famous anywhere he goes, but I'm just saying he's not even the most famous in North Bend. Good basket in the lane, and NBC out to 9-4 early lead here. And here come the wholesale changes once again for North Bend as they have this regular pattern rotation where they keep their team very fresh on the floor.
They do, and that makes a big difference down here when you have to play 3 games right in a row.
Power's shot is off, and here comes Emmanuel again, Sydney. Good ball movement. Caitlin hands it off and drives in. That shot off, and the rebound pulled away by McCoy.
You know, we talk about Lincoln Christian without Hollenbeck right now, but they do have the experience. I mean, they've been here the last 6 years, and 4 of those they've been in the finals. So they have the experience of being here at state.
3 offensive rebounds in that series alone for North Bend. And I believe they have 9 offensive rebounds, and we're still in the first. They've been owning those offensive boards. And on top now, 11-4. And you get a sense that with Hollenbeck out, the Christian offense is still trying to figure out where they're going to go and where that offense is going to run through, because so much of it runs through Hollenbeck.
Yeah, it really does, because they're able to get a lot of in-outs when, you know, they pass it into Hollenbeck and then she can skip it back out for those threes, especially that they shot yesterday.
Johnson has it taken away. The steal by the freshman Emmanuel, and lays it in. That's Caitlin Emmanuel, just a freshman, averages 8 a game, and timeout taken by Nick Orduna. Well, let's take a look at last year's Class C1 title game, also involving the Crusaders.
After finishing runner-up in the 2018 championship game, Bishop Neumann came into the 2019 championship accepting nothing but a win. To reach their goal, they had a specific game plan: keep the ball away from Lincoln Christian's Olivia Hollenbeck, who recorded 34 points in the first 2 games of the state tournament. As the Crusaders struggled to make baskets, the Cavaliers' relentless defense held Hollenbeck to just 10 points. Lincoln Christian only trailed by 2 going into halftime, but Bishop Neumann came into the second half unstoppable and ran away with the lead. The Cavaliers held that lead throughout the rest of the game to win and take home the 2019 championship trophy.
So disappointment last year for the Crusaders. They won it back in 2017. They were runners-up again in 16. In 2018, they were down here but finished in 3rd. They have been in these finals 4 of the last 5 years, and the year they weren't in 18, they finished 3rd. It's been a nice little run here for Lincoln Christian. And Nick Orduna in his 20th year, 306 and 173. He picked up win number 300 of his career earlier this year.
Yeah, if you think about it, for Olivia Hollenbeck, this is her 3rd of 4 years in the finals.
Right. That was a big 3-pointer for the Crusaders. Alexis Johnson, as you said, working through the middle, kicks it back out, got the open look.
Lincoln Christian stays in their 1-3-1 zone.
High post there by Cluthy was calling for it. Nice job by Allie Cordy denying. And Cordy slaps that away, but then off of Cordy and out. Allie Cordy is senior guard, 5'6", averages 5.5 a game for the Crusaders.
You know, and Lincoln Christian playing their 1-3-1 zone because North Bend Central would like to have them in man, I think, so that they can play their 4 out and 1 in. They do a lot of the same things Lincoln Christian would do, where they kick it in and then back out for their shots.
Nice job defensively there by the Crusaders as the clock ticked away in quarter number 1. MBC with a 12-2, make it 13-2 run. They lead at 13-7 after 1.
My life's busy. That's why I'm excited for Nebraska Public Power District's new mobile app coming to your favorite app store soon. With a tap of my finger, I'll be able to check my account, pay my bill, report an outage, select my communication preference, and even monitor and manage how much energy I'm using. There are so many possibilities that make powering your everyday a little bit easier. It's just another way NPPD is always there when you need them.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Bank Arena, 13-7 North Bend on top as we head to quarter number 2, along with Trudy Nolan, Andy Kindy. I'm Larry Putney. Great to have you with us here on NET as we bring you a day long of state championship coverage.
So Lincoln Christian stays in that 1-3-1, and Olivia Hollenbeck is back in. She does have 2 fouls, so hopefully she knows that she needs to play a little conservative on things.
But backed away at the last minute on that rebound, and another offensive rebound and put back for the Tigers.
Yeah, it has been a big key. They have 13 rebounds total to Lincoln Christian's 7.
Powers' three-pointer is off the front of the rim. And another rebound for NBC.
Another thing that North Bend Central does is they don't start the same starters as in the second, third, fourth quarter as they do of the game. And again, I think it's just to keep them fresh. He rotates those 3 people in. It doesn't matter if it's the start of the quarter or where it is. He keeps his rotations the same.
Nice job on the tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to the Crusaders, but once again, 3 Tigers crashing the boards hard there as the Crusaders come away with that rebound, but Tigers able to tie it up. Johnson with it up top. Off the screen, Ailes with it. Now to Hollenbeck, who's back in there. Hollenbeck backing down, turnaround right hand, misses everything. Here's Emmanuel the other way.
You know, I just don't think Lincoln Christian's been able to get in their flow yet offensively. They like the dribble drive, they like the in and out. They just haven't been able to do that consistently, especially because Olivia Hollenbeck has been out the first quarter a lot.
Long 3 coming again from Williams. Rebound offensively again for the Tigers. And you have to think that Nick Orduna is going to have a conversation about find somebody and box out, and another turnover now against the Crusaders. And right now, everything going the way of North Bend Central.
It really is, and unfortunately, Olivia Hollenbeck has to be very careful down low there as well with having 2 fouls, that she can't be as aggressive, whether it's on the rebound or on blocking a shot. But you have to give North Bend Central credit. They are crashing the boards as well.
Rebound there by Hollenbeck off the miss. One of the rare times it's been a shot miss and a rebound for the Crusaders. Foul called on Allie Cordy. Cordy picks up her first. Tipped away by Cordy, and Allie Cordy with the steal and the lay-in. And good transition there for the Crusaders, and something they need to get going here. 17-9 North Bend.
It looks like that Lincoln Christian has now switched to a 2-3 zone. And that's probably due to rebounding.
Jump called as Emmanuel came in from behind and got a hand on it along with Cordy. And possession arrow this time stays with NBC. Cordy will take a seat, as well as Ailes. Into the game now for the first time is Ashlyn Ailes for Lincoln Christian. And a timeout taken by North Bend Central. And while they take a timeout, we'll take the time to tell you that you can watch NET Sports wherever you are, anytime, anywhere. All you have to do is download the free NET Nebraska app, and you can do that today. You can watch Big Red wrap-up episodes, player profiles, live web streams. There's so much content available on our NET app. Just search for NET Nebraska in the App Store, or you can download it free at netnebraska.org/apps. Ortmeyer with a good pass inside. Emmanuel didn't finish. The rebound to Hollenbeck. Barrett Power now with it up top. Power, the senior guard, really leads this team. She's a setter in volleyball, captain of the team, headed to Colorado State next year to play volleyball. Good left hand down low. Alexis Johnson with 5 points here early to lead the way for the Crusaders.
Now they've switched back to their 1-3-1.
Good dish inside, and Emmanuel with the lay-in. That's Lauren Emmanuel. Good strong move down low again by Alexis Johnson. She has 7, averages 8 a game.
The things that, you know, Olivia Hollenbeck is kind of taken out by her first, 2 quick fouls. And so another player being able to step up to take over, which is what Alexis Johnson has done here the last 2 times down the floor.
Hollenbeck with the long 3, off the back of the rim. Sydney Emmanuel with the rebound, takes it herself, drives in. Offensive rebound, put back, not there, and another board. I'll kick it out and reset. Nope, open Hannah Williams, 3-pointer, her second of the game. Nine-point lead now for North Bend.
Yeah, just getting those second chances. Right now it's 11-21 for rebounds. And so North Bend being able to get the rebounds and get those second or third chances is a big key for them. Here's a look at the 3 here by Hannah Williams. A great rebound, a great kick back out to her.
Bounce pass into Hollenbeck. Doesn't finish. And once again, strong on the boards are the Tigers, and then the turnover pushing the pace. 12 offensive rebounds for North Bend. And in second chance points, North Bend on top 11-2. And the difference is 9.
Check in for Lincoln Christian, number 35, Big McCullough.
So they blew a whistle there. It looked like they had an injury, and so they, after the whistle, they subbed in. Trying to figure out what that whistle was, and I think the official turned to us and said it thought there was an injury on the floor, so he blew the whistle. Emmanuel with the drive and knocks it down. Open look. Ashlyn Ailes in and out. It will stay with the Crusaders. Barrett Power was after the rebound.
Here's good hustle by Barrett, and then also by Sydney Emmanuel to get after the ball as well.
Foul on Ali Poyar. That's Poyar's first foul, and it will send Alexis Johnson to the line.
Checking in for North Central, number 32, Megan Ortmeyer.
Knocks down the second. Back to a 10-point game. 1:30 to go before half. Oh, nice take by Katie Emmanuel. And the freshman with 2 more. What a valuable asset she is off the bench. First person off the bench, just a freshman already with 6 points.
Yeah, especially the last couple days, you would not know her coming off the bench that she is a freshman.
So back in now for Crusaders is Kylie Ailes and Allie Cordy. Cordy will pick up near half court. Good take again by Caitlin, got her own rebound. I mentioned yesterday you watched Caitlin Emmanuel in the semifinals. Were very impressed by the freshman from North Bend Central.
Yeah, she's had a great 2 days, and again, she comes off the bench and just makes some great plays for them. Or, as we talked about in his rotations, may start the second quarter, just depending on where he is in the rotations.
Another offensive rebound and putback. Poyar with it this time, and Christian is just getting eaten alive on the offensive board. $20 to go before half. Three on the way. Got it. Alexis Johnson, the bright spot for the Crusaders here in this first half, and then at the buzzer, the shot off from Emmanuel. Well, it was an impressive first 16 minutes for the North Bend Central Tigers as they lead it at half 28-17. Andy Kendi is joined by head coach Aaron Starrow.
Well, Coach, great start. You jump out to that 13-2 run and dominate the offensive boards. What are you most happy with?
Well, I think our defense has been good. You know, we gave up a couple easy ones, but we've made their shots tough, and I really like the fact that they haven't got a second and third shot several times. We've gotten rebounds, and we were able to get out and go. So we're being aggressive, and I think that's what we're going to have to do.
What do you do to bottle this to carry it over to the second half?
Well, that's always a struggle. So we just got to make sure that we relax, know that we got 16 more minutes, and hopefully come out with the same intensity we came out with the first half.
Good luck in the second half, Coach. North Bend Central 2 quarters away from their first state title in 19 years. More halftime festivities straight ahead.
All right, it's time to talk about us. Not him, not her, not them. Us. Thanks to us, things have been great. In fact, you can find us just about everywhere. Your food, that's us. Your food's food, that's us too. Your fuel, that's us. And should anyone out there happen to doubt us, by all means, just watch us.
Participating in multiple Nebraska high school activities has taught me the value of teamwork.
I learned how to be a strong leader among my peers. We set goals as a team and work hard to accomplish them.
I strive to excel not only in the classroom, but on the playing field.
The Nebraska School Activities Association providing opportunities in 25 activities for our member high schools. NSAA activities, the other half of education.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and Sarpy County Tourism. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Welcome back, Pinnacle Bank Arena. We are at halftime of the Class C1 State Championship game. It's North Bend Central dominating the boards and leading 28-17 here at halftime. You know, one of the communities affected by the floods last year was North Bend, and NET News Special has a special on Nebraska floods 1 year later. It examines the devastating flooding across eastern Nebraska. You hear from leaders in 3 communities about recovering and planning for the future, plus listen to what residents from Winslow and Peru and Dannenbrog and surrounding areas are still working on after that devastation. You can watch Nebraska Floods 1 year later, Thursday, March 19th, 7 p.m. Central Time on NET. North Bend, of course, last year losing in the boys' state championship on a last-second shot, and they get home, and about a week later the floods hit, and it was a devastating North Bend as well. Speaking of the boys basketball championships, next Saturday, the best high school boys basketball teams right back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena, live on NET. The NSAA Boys State High School Basketball Championships begin on Saturday, 9 a.m. Central, continue throughout the day as they are here today. There's action in all classes. You can visit netnebraska.org/sports for game times. You also have a live webcast that will be available at our website and on the NET Nebraska app. Again, here at halftime is the 2 dance routines from North Bend and also from Lincoln Christian perform at halftime. We're getting ready for some special awards, Believers and Achievers, which will be handed out. And it's been a North Bend Central kind of first half over Lincoln Christian, dominant on the boards and leading 28-17. When we come back, we will have Believers and Achievers right here on NET.
Jan and Anna Dvorak homesteaded in Nebraska's grassy wilderness. 48 years before Nebraska's first high school wrestling championships, 31 years before Nebraska's first high school basketball championships. Since the dawn of sport in Nebraska, our ranch and farm families have been there. Dvorak Brothers Ranch's Red Angus recognizes this year's athletes, as well as the ranch and farm families whose contributions help make high school sports in Nebraska possible. Dvorak Brothers Ranch's Red Angus, 140 years Nebraskan.
High school sports fans, when your team isn't playing or you want a break from the action, GoSarpy.com has the latest for concerts, family fun, shopping, and more. Just minutes from the state championship venues, Sarpy County also has over 2,000 hotel rooms. GoSarpy.com's calendar of events will help you plan your next adventure in Sarpy County. GoSarpy.com. So near, so fun.
The morning doesn't always start when you want it to. It starts when it has to. And day or night, we're up when you are. Through the good times, through the tough times, for the necessary and the unexpected. Even when you don't need us at all, we're just a light switch away. And when it's finally time to call it a night, we keep the lights on, ready to do it all over again. Nebraska Public Power District, powering your everyday, every day.
Not just on the good days. Not just on the challenging ones. Not just during business hours. Or when relaxing. But always. For the past 125 years, Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
Well, time now for a very special presentation, this year's Believers and Achievers, and let's go to Rich Broderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special halftime presentation this morning. Believers and Achievers is a statewide program designed by U.S. Bank and the Nebraska School Activities Association to give recognition to Nebraska's future leaders. We have 6 Nebraska high school seniors with us this afternoon who have demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to good citizenship. For their involvement in school and community service projects, U.S. Bank and the NSAA would like to honor these Believers and Achievers. Presenting the Believers and Achievers Awards are U.S. Bank Representative Dolores Terway, NSAA Executive Director Jane Beller, and NSAA Board of Directors Chair Mark Norvell of Fillmore Central. This morning's first honoree is Amanda Arts of East Butler High School. Amanda is a 4.0 student who participates in cross country, basketball, speech, music, and track. At NCPA Academic All-State Selection, Amanda was the Class D 1,600-meter run champion at the 2018 NSAA State Track and Field Championships. She was also the Class C2 Serious Pros champion at the 2019 NSAA State Speech Championships. Amanda is a member of the National Honor Society, FFA, FBLA, and cheerleading squad at East Butler. Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Arts. Next is Nolan Benjamin of Loomis High School. Nolan participates in football, basketball, play production, and golf while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. He was a member of the 2016 and 2017 NSAA State Football Playoff qualifying teams. An NCPA Academic All-State Selection and an Honor Roll student, Nolan is a member of the National Honor Society, Student Council, FBLA, and Science Quiz Bowl at Loomis. In his community, Nolan volunteers at the Adopt a Backpack program, North Platte Recreation Center, and Elementary Fun Night. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Benjamin. Our next recipient is McKenna Cruikshank of Arcadia High School. McKenna is a 4.0 student that participates in volleyball, basketball, play production, speech, music, and track. She qualified for the 2018 and 2019 NSAA Class C State Track and Field Championships in the 1,600-meter relay. At Arcadia, McKenna is a member of Quiz Bowl, High Ability Learners, Student Council, and National Honor Society. An NCPA Academic All-State Selection and an Honor Roll student, McKenna is involved in 4-H in her community. Ladies and gentlemen, McKenna Cruikshank. Next is Braden Eisenhower of Bloomfield High School. Braden participates in football, play production, basketball, speech, music, and track while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. He was a member of the 2016 and 2017 NSAA State Football Playoff qualifying teams. An Honor Roll student in an NCPA Academic All-State Selection, Braden serves leadership roles on FFA and Student Council and is a member of the National Honor Society at Bloomfield. Braden volunteers at the high school rodeo and is a Vacation Bible School crew leader in his community. Ladies and gentlemen, Braden Eisenhower. Our next recipient is Isaac Else of Bruning Davenport High School. Isaac is a 3.99 honor roll student who participates in football, play production, basketball, speech, and music. At Bruning Davenport, Isaac serves leadership roles on FFA, Letter Club, Quiz Bowl, and is the senior class president. He was a member of the 2017 NSAA and Class D2 State Football Championship team, and he medaled at the 2019 NSAA Class D2 State Speech Championships in extemporaneous speaking. An NCPA Academic All-State recipient, Isaac is a member of the Trinity Lutheran League and volunteers on the Cattlemen's Ball of Nebraska Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Else. Our final recipient is Aaron Pfeiffer of Humphrey St. Francis High School. Aaron is a 3.86 student who participates in volleyball, play production, speech, music, and track. She was a member of the 2018 NSAA Class D1 State Play Production Championship cast and was a 2019 NSAA Class D1 State Speech Qualifier. President of the National Honor Society, and an NCAA Academic All-State selection. Aaron is a member of FFA and Campus Ministry at Humphrey St. Francis. In our community, Aaron is a president of 4-H and is a member of the Parish Youth Council and Chorus. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Pfeiffer. And now, let's give one big round of applause to the 2019-2020 U.S. Bank Believers and Achievers, the future leaders of Nebraska.
And congratulations to these Believers and Achievers, honoring their academic and athletic success as well as their service to our community. Well, we've had a terrific first half here. North Bend Central certainly thinks so. On top 28-17 over Lincoln Christian, and they did it primarily with a dominant performance on the offensive side, offensive boards. At one point they had 8 offensive rebounds in that first quarter alone. And here's a look at some of their second chance points.
Yeah, and that's, you know, Lauren Emanuel getting the rebound there and passing it to her sister Sydney, who put in the second chance there. Here's another great rebound by Abby Post, putting that one back up. And then a shot goes up here. And there is another Megan Ortmeyer with that putback for North Bend Central. And there's another putback for Allie as well for North Bend. So again, as we've talked about, probably a big key, as you can see on the stats, is going to be right here with the rebounds.
Yeah.
And so, a big piece of that is the second chances that they've gotten. According to offensive rebounds, North Bend Central has had 16 offensive rebounds, 26 total rebounds. So that makes a huge key in the number of points that they've had. You know, because obviously their field goals, it's 34% and 33%. They're very close. Yep. But the way that they're getting their field goals is the big difference.
Second chance points led by North Bend Central, 13-3. They lead by 11.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission. Tougher together. Aurora and you.
I'm Nicole Brungart, and I'm a part of the U.S. Women's Bobsled team. I'm a 4-time All-American, and I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska. Bobsledding was definitely not in the picture when I was growing up, but I'm thankful to be where I'm at, and I'll never take that for granted. In my career, I'm getting bumped around, bruised in the back of the bobsled, so it's super important that I keep up with my sleep, my nutrition, seeing my trainer, seeing the chiropractor, and staying in the gym so I can be at the top of my game when competition comes.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support.
Welcome back inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. If you can hear me, we're set up right by the Lincoln Christian Band. They're very good. We'll talk about them in the second half. Nick Orduna joins us. Coach, what do you say to your kids at halftime? Because obviously the first half did not go the way you wanted.
Right, having lived on the bench hurt us, especially with rebounding. They had 12 offensive rebounds. You can't give a team like this extra opportunity, so we got to find a way. Girls are ready to fight, so we'll see what happens.
How much does history play into it, knowing that you've been down before?
Yeah, we've had several games where we've been down and had to call back. So I'm anxious to see how they respond to this, and we'll see what happens.
Good luck in the second half as Coach Orduna, his team trailing by 11. Second half action straight ahead.
Well, there is that Lincoln Christian Band that Andy Kendi was. Why does he set up by the band? I mean, does he not know? Is he rookie, right? Is that what? You're a rookie, Andy?
talk about the band, okay?
What's
All
that?
right. All right, Emily Bond is the band director. They're terrific, by the way. They play some outstanding music. Let me tell you the band names now. Noah Sauerbrand, Miles Olson, MJ Severance, and Sam Parker, who's on cymbals. He's going to be playing in the boys' state tournament next week. But Noah Sauerbrand, who is the drummer, who kind of looks like Animal, his drum idol is John Bonham, by the way, which I thought was very impressive for a high school kid to pull out the Led Zeppelin drummer. So yes, a very, very big. You'd think I'd be over rookie mistakes right now, but when they started playing, I knew we were in trouble. I tried to move, and it was too late.
Very nice job. Handling all conditions. That's Andy Kinney. All right, 28-17 as we get set here for action in this third quarter. And you heard Nick Orduna identify the problem exactly. You can't give another team that many offensive rebounds and second chances and be in a game. With Hollenbeck on the bench with 2 fouls early on, it certainly did not help.
No, it did not. And now she should be able to relax and play. She didn't get a third before the half, so coming out with 2 right now.
And there is Hollenbeck down low. Her first touch puts it in for 2. Wortmeyer with it, off to Emmanuel. Nice bounce pass to the cutting Abby Post, who put it in.
Yeah, a great cut by her as Lincoln Christian was in there 1-3-1, kind of spreading them out, and a great drive and a pass, a cut.
And then tipped away by Emmanuel, and the turnover. They anticipated well the entry pass to Hollenbeck there, creating the turnover, up by 11. Foul will be called on Allie Cordy. That'll be Cordy's second personal foul.
Here's a look at that drive and then that cut there by Abby Post, and a good put in by her.
Third personal foul on Cordy. Emmanuel, free throw line extended, doesn't get the roll. Power comes away with the long rebound.
You know, and one of the keys that Coach Aaron Sturdup said is coming out with that same intensity. Beginning of the game, you come out, you're all excited, it's the finals, but coming out the second half is a big key for the North Bend Central to keep that intensity as well.
Nice drive by Cordy there, draws the foul. Foul called on Abby Post. That's the first on Post, and we'll send Cordy to the line. Cordy is just the perfect person to have at the top of that 1-3. Her ability to shift directions quickly is impressive. It's led to a few turnovers in the first half. High arch on the free throw. Second one does not go. Lead is at 10. Post drives in with the right hand, and Abby Post with back-to-back buckets for the Tigers.
And North Bend Central stays in a man-to-man.
And then just a misfire from Johnson. Nice feet ahead. Sierra Cluthy with the basket. This North Bend squad has only lost twice this year. They're 26-2 coming in. Those 2 losses both to Oakland Craig, but both by 1 point. And we're talking with Coach Aaron Sturdup. Both of those losses were very similar. They got down early, got down big early, made big fourth quarter comebacks. They had a shot at the buzzer to win it. One of them went overtime. They had 4 players foul out in one of those losses, and they are on a roll right now as Lauren Emmanuel with another basket and a timeout taken by the Crusaders. It's an 8-1 run for these North Bend Central Tigers. And they are putting on a show here.
Yeah, they really are. And here's a good look at a pass up there up to Abby Post as she puts that in there. And we talked about the intensity, and they certainly are coming out with that intensity. And here's a good drive in there by Lauren Emanuel, trying to get another foul there on Olivia Hollenbeck as well. You know, and as we talked with Coach, he talked about even being down in the games
right.
at the end.
Right.
And
late, yeah.
Yeah, and feeling lucky to be in this position. And so being able to fight through that to get to here.
Right. They almost didn't make it here to state, North Bend. If you think they were down by 5 with 10 seconds left without the ball, they came back and tied it on a last-second shot, sent it to overtime to beat Norfolk Catholic. Then against Wahoo, that game also went into overtime. Both of their district games went into overtime. And with Class C1 no longer having a wild card, it's win or you're done.
Yep.
And absolutely. They were that close to not making it here to Lincoln, and now they find themselves with their largest lead of the game in the state championship by 16.
Especially if you're down 5 with 10 seconds left. Wow.
Without the ball.
A lot of things are happening for
right.
you.
Nearly taken away by Ailes. And Hollenbeck picks up the foul. That is her third. And the Crusaders need to dig deep and find something here as this 14-point lead threatening to get bigger. Skip pass by Hollenbeck to Power. Now Barrett Power has it tipped away. It'll stay with the Crusaders.
Yeah, you know, North Bend Central's just had some very aggressive man-to-man defense, and Lincoln Christian just has not been able to get into their offensive flow for them.
Look at the hustle by Sydney Emanuel. We saw it earlier on a dive to the floor to keep a ball alive, and she does it there. Tips it away, gets the steal, and puts it in. Sydney is just a sophomore.
Now, what an incredible time for the Emanuel family to have 3 girls on the field, on the court, like right now, all at the same time playing together.
Entry pass, kick back out. Good ball movement. 3 on the way by Ailes is off. And the rebound to Lauren Emanuel. And here is Sydney pushing tempo. Off to her sister. The shot is off and the rebound to Johnson. Hollenbeck. Good entry pass there from Power. And Hollenbeck with 2 more. And she now has 8. Johnson still leads the Crusaders with 11. And a turnover there for the Tigers.
Yeah, Lauren Emanuel doing a great job down there on Hollenbeck. Because Hollenbeck is posting up very tough down there, and she's doing a great job staying on her. And here's her sister, Sydney, getting that steal, taking that in to extend their lead over Lincoln Christian.
Central Valley Ag, a cooperative serving customers and local farming communities in Nebraska, Kansas, and Iowa. Embracing the cooperative spirit to deliver value to our members. Proud to say, we are CVA.
Constellation is a natural gas supplier helping inspire young Nebraskans through hands-on learning. Constellation has given back over $250,000 to 4-H and FFA organizations across the state, helping support youth in your community with opportunities to achieve real-world success. Because we believe that powering communities means empowering our future leaders. With Constellation, a contribution to 4-H and FFA is in the stars.
North Bend leads by 14 in the third quarter. You know, this is a family affair, this championship game. The student manager for Lincoln Christian's, Bubba Orduna, who is the coach's son, he was born just before the Crusaders' first state title in 2002. He's been a part of the program his whole life. He does stats, he does iPads. Nick says that Bubba wants to be an athletic trainer. And on the other side, there's the coach's son, Aaron Stirrup's son, Drew. He's on the bench. He's a fourth grader. He's wearing the orange hoodie there. And he says he tries to keep everything in line, everyone in line. I asked the coach if his son comes to practice. He says he comes to practice whenever his mom has chores for him to do at home, guys.
Smart kid.
Very smart kid. There he is. There's Drew. Nice work, Drew. He's like, yeah, look at that. Jump ball possession arrow belongs to North Bend Central.
Some great hustle there by Caitlin Emanuel on the pass in from Lincoln Christian.
North Bend has certainly won most of the loose balls, and when they don't win it, it's generally been a tie-up because they're there at the same time. Drive by Cluthy, Sierra Cluthy, off of Lincoln Christian.
You know, really right now, North Bend with the 14-point lead just needs to stay very patient in their offense. Look for those open shots, just like that.
What a great step under. Step under by Caitlin Emanuel. Nice move down low for the freshman.
And now Caitlin Emanuel is guarding Olivia Hollenbeck, doing a great job trying to get in front of her.
Hollenbeck with their left hand. A good move by Hollenbeck as well. 8 of her 10 points are in the second half.
You know, it's hard for her, the very first, to get 2 fouls in 2 minutes. Just really takes you out of sync in your game.
Point advantage for North Bend. Now 16 off of the drive and the basket by Sierra Cluthy. Inside a minute to go here in this C1 title game in the third. North Bend on top.
Looks like they're up 16, so they're going to try to hold out here for the last shot to end the third quarter.
Tigers holding for one here. On top by 16. Manuel with the shot. It's off, and that will end the third. It has been dominated again by North Bend Central. They're on top 42-26. Both teams with some nifty work down in the blocks. On one side, it's the freshman, Emanuel. At the other end, the put back by Hollenbeck.
Celebrate Arbor Day in its hometown, April 25th. So much to do, overnight accommodations will keep you here for activities on Sunday, April 26th. Family-friendly memory-making opportunities in Nebraska City. From 11 museums, dining, and shopping to the 11 tree houses at the Treetop Village, there's something for everyone. event calendars, and more at gonebraskacity.com.
All right, college visit number 2. Here we go. What?
Learn more from Education Quest at govisitcollege.org.
Crusaders.
Well, we'll begin the fourth. It's 42-26, North Bend on top of Lincoln Christian. And there is the sibling scoring from North Bend. 8 for Sydney, 8 for Caitlin, and 6 for the senior Lauren Emanuel.
Yeah, when we look at things right now, you know, one of the big things that comes out is the bench points. That North Bend Central has 16 points from the bench, whereas Lincoln Christian has 2. And a big piece of that, I think, is where he rotates North Bend Central. They rotate 3 players in all the time. So they're playing 8 players very consistently. And they're fresh, and they're coming in with that intensity.
Boyar back into the game now for the Tigers, along with Hannah Williams and Lauren Emanuel. Here in quarter number 4 of the C1 title game, Lincoln Christian in unfamiliar territory, down by 16 late. They lost back-to-back games earlier this year to a couple of very talented teams in Crete and Hastings St. Cecilia. And Coach Nick Orduna said it really taught his team a lot about where their weaknesses were. Thought they'd improved significantly since then. In the semifinals, if you take a look at Aaron Sterup there from North Bend, in the finals, Lincoln Christian semifinals, Lincoln Christian beat St. Paul, but really a very different recipe than what's happened here. Jump ball called there on the drive by Cordy, and Emanuel tied it up. Yeah, but that kind of morning and afternoon.
Yeah, and that was great hustle by Lauren Emanuel. So you can see here on this steal by Cordy, but Lauren Emanuel hustling down the floor to even have a chance to get to her.
Finished the thought. It was Lincoln Christian hitting 8 3-pointers in the first half against St. Paul in the semifinal when they really tried to take Hollenbeck out of it. But the outside shooting was there for Christian, and it hasn't been here in this championship for the Crusaders. Some success by Johnson, but outside of that, Hollenbeck going out early also didn't help the situation as Power down low battles for it, and it's taken away by the Tigers. Speaking of St. Paul, they're about around Class C1. Congratulations to St. Paul for making it to state for the first time in 27 years. Last time St. Paul was down here was 1993. And they were knocked off in the semifinals by this Lincoln Christian team yesterday.
Yeah, and they got down a little ways, but they fought back, made it a close game by the end.
Hollenbeck picks up her 4th. And so now she'll have to be very careful. Good kick out there to Emanuel, who hits the 10-footer. And now an 18-point game. And you just wonder if with 5:50 left in an 18-point game, does Christian have time? And do they have the answers?
Yeah, they really got to get in their offensive flow. They really have not been able to, like you said yesterday, making the threes, kicking it inside. They just haven't been able to really flow efficiently for them.
Emanuel picks up the foul there, Lauren Emanuel. That's going to be her second personal foul. And Hollenbeck will shoot a couple. Hollenbeck with 8 second half points, make it 8 of her 10 have come in the second half.
You know, when we talk about the intensity, North Bend Central has they have had 14 points off of turnovers, which can make a big difference along with the rebounding that we talked about. I think those are probably 2 big areas, you know, and that have made a huge difference throughout the whole game for North Bend Central.
Foul will be called on Amy Poyar. Second on Allie Poyar. Well, Olivia Hollenbeck with 11 points. She is in Class C1, the 6th leading scorer, averaging 15 a game. Gets it again, and a foul called down low as they continue to try to go inside. That'll be on Hannah Williams.
Yeah, here's a look at that kick into Olivia and trying to take that up strong there. You know, and she's had 2 days of double-doubles. So
right.
North Bend Central has done a great job of trying to take her out of it. But again, getting those 2 quick fouls can take yourself out of just the flow of your game as well.
The leading scorer in Class C1 this year has been Sydney Swanson. She finishes the year averaging 20.3 per game from West Point Beamer. West Point Beamer was down here at state this year. But one of these two will reign supreme in Class C1 in the next 4 minutes and 54 seconds. And North Bend well on their way here on top 44-28.
You know, just like we saw a new champion in D1, we will see a new champion here in C1 as well.
Good skip pass to the open power off the front of the rim.
Yeah, now Lincoln Christian picks up man-to-man. It's really North Bend Central is in control with the 16-point lead, that they really can be patient, look for just the open shots at this point.
Good motion here. And the foul on Hollenbeck, and she has fouled out with 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in her senior year at Lincoln Christian. Well, she'll be headed to Fort Hays State next year to play basketball. A 4-year starter and captain, has been terrific down here at state. 24 points in the quarters, 22 in the semis, and she fouls out with 12 points and 4:05 to go.
Yep, with a great career at Lincoln Christian. She'll do great down at Fort Hays State as well.
Great hustle by Allie Cordy. And Lincoln Christian not only now has lost their leading scorer, but they're in the middle of a scoring drought. They haven't scored in over 5.5 minutes of clock time. Well, when it's going your way, it's going your way. Even when,
really
when you try to throw it to the other team, it doesn't work.
Everything is definitely going North Bend Central way today.
And they are happy just to chew clock here with 3:20 to go. Oh, nice steal, good hustle. And the feed and the lay-in. Nice feed from Cordy, and Ailes lays it in. then the turnover.
Yeah, Lincoln Christian doing a little man-to-man pressure defense here, trying to get some steals. And here's a great take, a good pass by Cordy, and a great take in by Michaela Ailes.
The three Emanuel sisters have been terrific for North Bend Central. Caitlin, Sydney, Lauren, youngest to oldest. And here's the freshman with the steal early on. Here is senior Lauren, 6'1" center. And then tipped away by the sophomore, Sydney Emanuel. Those three sisters have been outstanding. Here's their contribution. 24 points between the three of them, the rest of the team with 20.
Yeah, and Lauren being she's played her freshman year. She started for 3 years. And now her sisters, Sydney starting and Caitlin coming in and playing a lot of basketball. So Caitlin and Sydney still have those years left at North Bend Central. So the Emanuel family has a lot of basketball to watch and to play at North Bend Central.
Taken away. And the steal by Sydney Emanuel. And they'll run clock again as Christian will come out and put some pressure. Emanuel back up strong, and the foul will be called on Faith McCullough. That will send Sydney Emanuel to the line.
At the line for the Tigers, number 30, Sydney Emanuel, shooting 2.
Tipped away, great hustle once again. North Bend with a hustle play. And they didn't come up with the steal, but again, you just see the level of effort on the side of the Tigers.
Yeah, the intense man-to-man, and then also just, getting in the passing zones.
And one opportunity, nice drive and a bucket by Michaela Ailes.
Here's a look at that drive by Michaela to put them within 14 with 1:45 left. Now North Bend Central will look to just kind of take some time off the clock unless they get a layup.
Foul there on Allie Cordy. That'll be her 4th personal foul. Back to the line again is Sydney Emanuel. Aaron Sterup said they want the ball in Sydney Emanuel's hand late in the game because she's the floor general. She knocks down free throws, great ball handler. And it was Sydney Cordy that hit that 3-pointer at the buzzer against Norfolk Catholic to send it into overtime so they could even get here to the state tournament.
Yeah, as a sophomore, for Sydney Emanuel to be taking control of the floor and everything for the team is a great contribution.
And a good sign for the future.
Yes, it is.
Minute to go. Long three by Power is off. And now Emmanuel should just be able to run this down. And they did foul. So McCullough with the foul will send Emmanuel back to the line. And here come the substitutions on the side of the Crusaders. Into the game now is, we'll try to get everyone here. Hallie Heiser. Addie Ehlers also in, along with Haley DeWitt. And for North Bend, Julia Knapp is in. Madison Bishop. Madeline Gahn. And for Christian also into the game, Anna Wagner. In for the Tigers is Kendall Boyce. Along with Alea Boric. Boric also in. Three is just short. Now, it's been a long time for the Tigers of North Bend Central. It was 2001 the last time they won a title. They've done it in 2020. The Tigers are state champs. What a terrific season, 27-2, and a state championship. Lincoln Christian Crusaders finish runners-up for the second year in a row and close out the season at 23-4. When we come back, we'll hand out state championship trophies and medals right here at PBA. Stay with us.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. And this is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with unleaded 88. Emma knows unleaded 88 reduces emissions from her vehicle. Nate knows unleaded 88 is approved for his engine and provides high-octane performance. They may think about fuel in different ways, but the fuel of choice for both Emma and Nate is unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
Programming on NET television is provided in part by the Dr. Tom and Dorothy Hallstrom Inspire Nebraska Athletics Endowment. Watch NET Sports anytime, anywhere. Download the free NET Nebraska app today. Watch live streaming of the NSAA High School Championships, college player profiles, full-length episodes from Big Red Wrap-Up, and so much more. Get the app at netnebraska.org/apps.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and Sarpy County Tourism. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Well, congratulations once again to the Tigers of North Bend Central. They are the state champs, and for a special presentation, let's go to Rich Broderson.
The Nebraska School Activities Association, the Nebraska Coaches Association, and the Nebraska Athletic Administrators Association are proud to support positive sportsmanship during the state championships and throughout the season. At this time, we are pleased to present the Sponsorship Award for Class C1. The trophy is graciously donated by Awards Unlimited. The sponsorship program is exclusively presented by Concordia University, Nebraska. Now proudly partnering with Concordia University, Irvine, California, in offering the nation's #1 graduate program in coaching and athletics, administration, and exercise sciences. Making the presentation from Concordia University is Tim Preuss, University Provost. The Class C1 Sponsorship Award winner is Lincoln Christian High School. Congratulations, Lincoln Christian High School. The Nebraska School Activities Association is honored to have medals and trophies for both of these outstanding teams. Presentations will be made by NSAA Executive Director Jay Beller, NSAA Board of Directors Thomas Lee from Omaha Northwest High School, and Kathy Wieskamp from Lincoln Public Schools, and U.S. Bank Representative Dolores Teraway. Here are the awards. For runner-up, Lincoln Christian High School. Head coach Nick Orduna and his assistants will present the silver medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 3, Riel Power. Number 5, McKaylee Els. Number 10, Ashlyn Els. Number 11, Hallie Heischer. Number 12, Brenna Penrod. Number 31, Addie Ehlers. Number 32, Jenna Wilfong. Number 35, Faith McCullough. And now to the seniors. Number 2, Barrett Power. Number 15, Allie Cordy. Number 22, Alexis Johnson. Number 25, Anna Wagner. Number 40, Haley DeWitt. And number 42, Olivia Hollenbeck. And now for these outstanding athletes in their school, here is the 2020 NSAA Class C1 State Basketball Runner-Up Trophy. Congratulations, Lincoln Christian High School. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to the champions, North Bend Central High School. Head coach Aaron Stirrup, we have a special award for you. Now, Coach Stirrup and his assistants will present the gold medals. Players, please come forward as your name is called. Number 4, Kayla Lawrence. Number 11, Kendall Boyce. Number 12, Hannah Williams. Number 14, Allie Poyer. Number 20, Aaliyah Borick. Number 21, Madison Bishop. Number 23, Caitlin Emmanuel. Number 24, Sierra Cluthy. Number 30, Sydney Emmanuel. Number 34, Madeline Gahan.
Great job, great job.
And now to the seniors. Number 3, Julia Knapp.
Great job, Napster.
Number 15, Abby Post. Number 32, Megan Ortmeyer. And number 40, Lauren Emmanuel. Presenting the championship game ball from Farmers Mutual Insurance, Vice President of Claims, Aaron Klaus. For these outstanding athletes and their school, here is the 2020 NSAA Class C1 State Basketball Championship Trophy. Congratulations, North Bend Central High School.
State champs in Class C1, it's the Tigers of North Bend Central, 27-2 season and taking home the trophy. Andy Kindy is backstage with head coach Nick Orduna of Lincoln Christian.
Well, Coach, same spot you guys were here a year ago. You come up just short. Just your thoughts of the game today itself. What do you think the difference was?
Yeah, I think the early fouls with Liv inside hurt us because she gets it done for us on both ends of the floor. And so when we had to sit her early, North Bend got a little bit of a lead, and then I had to decide whether I put her back in to get her third or not. And so that was a big difference. And with her out, the rebounding, offensive rebounding, especially from North Bend, they did a great job of rebounding today and getting some extra possessions and putbacks, and they got to build a lead on us early. So
I know today had to be frustrating. This is not the way you wanted to end the season, but there are so many teams across the state of Nebraska who aren't here in Lincoln and aren't playing basketball on the first Saturday in March. How much of an achievement is it for your Crusaders squad to be here once again?
Absolutely. There's plenty to be thankful for. Yeah, and obviously you'd like to win this game, but just the fact, like you said, that we're here and a lot of teams aren't, and just we've had a great season. We won our conference tournament, we won our holiday tournament, had some other great wins, and God has just shaped and molded this team to be who we are, and I love the way the girls finished, even down like we were.
I can't let you go without saying what a great group of seniors it is. How tough is it going to for you to see them move on?
Right, and they got beat on a lot when they were younger with some of the greatest players we've had, and now this is their time. This is kind of the fruit of their perseverance, and they've kind of kept our program rolling the last couple of years. So it's going to be hard to see them go. And we're very thankful for all that they've done for our school and our program. So
it's been a great run for Lincoln Christian. They fall just one step short of a state championship. They are your runner-up in Class C1. We'll hear from the champions, North Bend Central, straight ahead.
It's thanks to you that we're where we are today. We're proud to watch these communities grow because they're our communities too. Our neighbors, our friends. It's where we live. These are all our hometowns. And no matter what, the people who will continue to serve your needs with the hometown support you know and trust are just down the street. Cornerstone Bank, growing together.
Early mornings, late nights, emotionally, physically, mentally tougher. Generations of trust, innovation, and hard work done side by side. The decisions you make for your land and livestock have a direct impact on your operation, the region, and the world. That is why we're there when you need us anytime, every time. We both have one chance, one season, one mission, tougher together. Aurora, and you.
Have you ever wondered what happens to soybeans after they're harvested? Every year, soybean farmers invest a portion of their soybean revenue to fund research, marketing, and promotion, which is called the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff. 80% of the harvested soybeans are crushed into soybean meal that's used to feed poultry and livestock. The other 20% is made into soybean oil that's used for cooking oil and biodiesel. To learn more about the Nebraska Soybean Checkoff, nebraskasoybeans.org.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Girls High School Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by the Nebraska Public Power District, the Nebraska Soybean Board, Education Quest Foundation, and the Nebraska Corn Board. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We couldn't do it without your support. Well, there's the final in Class C1. North Bend Central knocks off Lincoln Christian 48-32, and they are the state champs in C1. And you know, 20 years from now, these young ladies are going to want to see a copy of these state high school championships, and they're going to be able to because you have a DVD copy of these high school championships for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. You can get yours by calling 800-868-1868 or visit netnebraska.org. Follow the prompts and order your DVD of these state high school championships. Trudy still has hers on
They're not DVDs.
16 millimeter.
Exactly.
Here's a look at the finals, final stats from this C1 title game.
So, you know, as we talked about, field goal percent was pretty even the whole game. But I mean, obviously you see the yellow there, 38 rebounds to 21. Most of those are offensive rebounds and putbacks for the scores for North Bend Central. And then points off turnovers. I mean, 18-5. And I think a big key is, as you know, Coach Arduna talked about, not having Olivia Hollenbeck in there all the time kind of took Lincoln Christian out of sync. North Bend Central responded. They were very intense. Kept after the basketball with those rebounds, with the steals, and just really played an all-around great game.
Is it hard to always pull out the projector and get it set up, or
I don't even have one anymore.
you have to replace the light bulb in it?
They just
find a
box.
reel.
They're so old. They got dust on them.
Most days are unremarkable. We commute, we work, we practice, and then we do it all over again. When the moment is all that matters, Public Power is there for you. When your livelihood or future career depends on it, we have your back. As the time counts down on the scoreboard, no one is cheering you on more than us. Make each moment of this year and next count. We'll be sure to do the same. Nebraska Public Power District, together with your local public power utility.
I'm Nicole Brungart, and I'm a part of the U.S. Women's Bobsled team. I'm a 4-time All-American, and I'm from Norfolk, Nebraska. Bobsledding was definitely not in the picture when I was growing up, but I'm thankful to be where I'm at, and I'll never take that for granted. In my career, I'm getting bumped around, bruised in the back of the bobsled, so it's super important that I keep up with my sleep, my nutrition, seeing my trainer, seeing the chiropractor, and staying in the gym so I can be at the top of my game when competition comes.
For the third time in school history, but the first time since 2001, North Bend Central are state champions. The Tigers, 48-32 winners over Lincoln Christian. It's time to talk to the winning head coach, Coach Aaron Stirrup. Coach, what was the key to this game in your mind? You jumped out to such a terrific lead, but you managed to maintain that momentum through halftime.
You know, we just came out aggressive on both ends. You know, I thought our defense was solid. And one of our keys was to hold them to, you know, one shot each time down, and we did a great job on the glass on both ends, really. And then we were really aggressive on offense. And once, you know, you get a lead, you start feeling more comfortable, and we were just able to kind of, you know, continue with that intensity because we felt comfortable where we were at. Sometimes a year just falls into place. Is this one of those years? There's certainly been some moments that make you wonder. You know, we were really close to not even being here. So we told the girls, you know, you've been given a gift. Things have fallen our way. You know, go out there and you know, make the best of it. And these last 3 days, they played as well as they played all year.
What about this group of kids, the way they bought in? And you said last year about learning from losing. How much of a lesson was that to take this next step?
I mean, the beginning of the year last year, we really weren't very good, and we had a lot of new people in different places, and it took us a while. And then, after Christmas into January, we started seeing the progression, and by the end of the year, we were playing fantastic. So we knew, when last season ended, that with a lot of people back, we had a chance to be really good if we, had the mindset of getting better, and they really took to that. We had a really great summer. They got after it, weight room, open gyms, things like that. And, when you got girls that are willing to work and have a goal in mind and are just good kids, you can get a lot accomplished, and that's what these girls are.
Yeah, you peaked at the right time. Certainly, North Bend Central, your Class C1 state champions. We will hear from the championship players, the Tigers, straight ahead here from Pinnacle Bank Arena. The Tigers, your state champs.
From early sunrises to late nights, you give it your very best. Since 1891, Farmers Mutual has been invested in enhancing the communities they serve and the lives of those who live there. Born of Midwestern values, Farmers Mutual isn't just a business, it's a community of individuals committed to service when you need it most. Insurance kept local and life as it should be. Farmers Mutual of Nebraska, always alongside you.
This is Emma. She cares about her kids and our environment. And this is Nate. He loves his car and loves to drive. They both fill up with unleaded 88. Emma knows unleaded 88 reduces emissions from her vehicle. Nate knows unleaded 88 is approved for his engine and provides high-octane performance. They may think about fuel in different ways, but the fuel of choice for both Emma and Nate is unleaded 88. Engine smart, earth kind.
North Bend Central, your state champions in Class C1. Time to meet some of the players. Time to meet some of the members of the Emmanuel family. Let's start with freshman Caitlin. 8 points, 5 rebounds. As a freshman, it's not this easy, right? You just don't go in the first year and win a state championship. How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I've been dreaming of it since a little girl, watching all the players.
What was the big key today in terms of what was the big reason why you won?
I think teamwork. We really put in the effort during the off season, and this summer, we really got after it.
And what does it mean to have two of your sisters on the court at the same time? How helpful is that during a game?
It's awesome. We can talk at home about whatever went on during the game, and it's really useful.
A lot of basketball discussion at the dinner table then. Okay.
Yes.
All right, Caitlin, you're going to hand the trophy off to your sister Sydney. Now, Sydney's a sophomore, 12.7 rebounds today. Sydney, what we haven't talked about is something called the shop. Tell us about this. What is the shop?
Well, it's a big shed that we put a basketball hoop up on a forklift, and we try to get in there and shoot as much as we can. We also play volleyball in there, whatever else.
So it's a home gym.
Yes,
so what does this mean to you?
It means a lot. I think we definitely really wanted this after last year, and I think we really worked hard to get here, and I want to give credit to all my teammates who really kept together and worked their hardest.
What about doing this with your sisters? Did you guys talk about this as kids when you're playing in the shop?
Yes, we always came down here to watch every year, and we said we're going to be here someday. So we really had confidence, and I think we really push each other really hard to be the best we can be.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Hand the trophy off to your sister Lauren. She's a senior, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Final basketball game competitively, because you're done playing basketball after this. How does this feel?
Oh, it's amazing. This is a great way to go out. Super proud of all my teammates, and especially my sisters too. This has been a great team, great year. So much fun to be around these girls. They're amazing.
Now, tell me the honest truth. Did you guys really talk about coming here as kids, and did you come here like Sydney was saying? Is that really true?
Yeah, we were here about every Friday since 4th grade. And then we'd watch on TV on Saturday, and so yeah, we've been looking forward to this.
Now, I know that, in the school, you see the trophies, you pass by, maybe you don't even pay any mind to it, but now, from years to come, that this trophy will be sitting up on the shelf. What does that mean to you that you left a legacy?
It's awesome. I'm just really proud of this team. It's so exciting.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. Big party in North Bend tonight as the Tigers are your Class C1 state champions. First time in 19 years as North Bend Central knocks off Lincoln Christian. More from PBA straight ahead.
Sports fans, seasons change with new teams, new players, and new excitement. Just minutes from state championship venues, Sarpy County has year-round family fun, shopping, restaurants, and more than 2,000 hotel rooms. Your visitor's guide from GoSarpy.com helps start new traditions when you, family, and friends visit Eastern Nebraska. GoSarpy.com. So near, so fun.
Keep connected to what's happening in your state government by visiting netnebraska.org/capital. Nebraska Capitol Live brings you daily coverage of important decisions that are happening from the floor of the legislature, Nebraska's courts, legislative hearings, and from the governor's office. Wherever you go, you can always stay informed with Nebraska Capitol Live.
Hi, I'm Perry Stoner. Sports fans tell us that NET brings Nebraska together through coverage of high school and college athletics. Contributions from hundreds of Sports Partners Club members make possible more than 200 hours of sports throughout the year. Members receive invitations to special events like tailgates with sports notables and live productions. You can join the Sports Partners Club by visiting netnebraska.org. Sports partners like you put the action in NET sports. Thank you.
Coverage of the 2020 NSAA Girls Basketball Championships on NET is made possible in part by Aurora Cooperative, Constellation Energy, and Sarpy County Tourism. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who help us bring you the best high school athletes from across the state. We could not do it without your support. Back at Pinnacle Bank Arena, the final 48-32, North Bend Central, your Class C1 state champs. Along with Trudy Nolan, I'm Larry Putney. Good to have you back here at Pinnacle Bank Arena. So let's close out the Class C1 before we move on to Class B. North Bend Central, it's almost the championship that never was, right? Because they were down and went to overtime in both of their district games and found a way to get down here.
Yeah, I mean, once you think about that they had a chance in both of their sub-district games not to make it to state, and now they come in on the final game at the state tournament and just really play intense, everything going their way, whether it's on rebounds, steals, whatever it might be, just to end a great season.
Much anticipated one coming up next in Class B is one of the top players in the state. You're going to see Morgan Molly of Crete take on their rival, the Lady Orange of Beatrice. Should be a good one as those two schools that are not far apart get set to battle for the Class B state championship. Crete comes in 26-1, Beatrice 22-3, and that is coming up next right here on NET Class B state championship. Straight ahead.